friends, and welcome back to Fallout 2. In yesterday's video, I did continue to make my way through the Enclave base, and since I last left you, I did manage to trial and error my way through all these electrified floors and doors, and now we're ready to move on to the next area, I hope. Yes, I do see stairs here. Oh, good. I was like, that would have been awkward if there weren't any stairs here. Ooh. You lived through the puzzle room. You've gone up a level, and I've gained 2,500 experience points. Okay. What should maybe energy weapons? I feel like that just needs to probably be where everything goes. Yeah, I'll just put that right there for right now. I'm sure there's going to be a big old awful fight coming soon. Who's that? A somewhat plump blonde secretary in a tight dress. You see a man in a suit, he's staring into space like he's looking at you, but he ain't looking at you. Oh. Oh, and there's another person over here. A small, nervous-looking man. I feel like we made it to the presidential level. All right, let's see how long this disguise lasts. Sound off 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring her on down. Oh yes. Please don't shoot me. Can I go through here? Is that okay? Okay, good. Not shooting me. That's great. All right. Anything in the desk? No. So there's stairs up this way. Let's explore over all of there first and see how well that goes. Nothing. There's a lot of nothing down here. It's like we're back in San Francisco or something. Where there's nothing anywhere. Okay, nothing. All right. There's a door here. Power armor, Gamma team reporting in. A tank. Power plant machinery. No, I have nothing else better to do. Wasn't I supposed to attach explosives or something to these tanks, maybe? Maybe that was the thing? I'm not really... I honestly can't remember. Door? Yes, door. Oh, a bomb. Maybe I should attach it there. Hello, researcher. The work is very delicate. Go away. Should we save? I think we should save. And see if I can... What happens if I touch it? Now can I get there? I can't get there. Why can't I get there? I'm like standing right in front of it. Okay, well that's weird. I probably have to just like attach the explosives to it, maybe? Maybe that's a thing? Nothing on the bookshelf. A science book, but they aren't doing anything else for me, I don't think. You see a very tired looking man in a white coat. Welcome to the Chemical Corps Section, Trooper. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Charles Curley. Now that we've been introduced, get the hell out of my lab. I'm not who you think I am. I'm Jane from Arroyo, and we've got something to talk about. Well, I did just save. Well, Jane, I don't know how you escaped your cell, but I don't think we have anything to talk about. That's where you're wrong a couple of times. You need to talk to me? Who are you, and why should I spend time talking to you? I'm from Arroyo, and I need to talk to you about saving thousands of lives. I'm Jane, you better talk to me because I'm holding all the aces here. Maybe. You're right. There's nothing for us to talk about. You're a dead man anyway. Can we trade? Let's try the first one. I don't see that there's much I need to talk about with a mutant. Soon, when real humans retake the planet for their own, you'll just be another unfortunate reminder of the war. Real humans? What are you talking about? I'm as human as you are. I've got an unfortunate reminder for you right here in my holster. First one. No, not really. You're actually rather different. At least your DNA is. A rather unfortunate. Everything's rather unfortunate. It's almost like would you kindly. A rather unfortunate effect of generations of background radiation, I assume. So what if our DNA is a little different? I don't know what that means, but so what if we're... First one? Oh, your DNA is more than just a little different. It's quite different. If I weren't so pressed for time by this project, I'd be interested in running further tests on your people, other than the FEV toxicology study, of course. Fascinating work, really. How is our DNA different? There are a number of primarily very, very subtle changes. I haven't had time to look into the ramifications of the changes yet, though also I'd have to backtrack to isolate your initial gene stock before I could hazard any ideas on the direction the changes are taking. All in all, though, the information is clear enough. What is clear enough? What information? Why, the information that you and your tribe are no longer human, of course. Since your tribe has only been out of a vault, let's see, Vault 13, wasn't it? For some 80-odd years, anyone out longer is certain to have been even more compromised. Yes, I'm sure that the conclusion is unavoidable. Conclusion? What conclusion? Why, I thought that I had made myself perfectly clear. The conclusion that you and all your kind are no longer human. In order to retake the Earth and to maintain the integrity of all human races, all you mutants will have to be destroyed. Destroyed? What do you mean? The project that the Enclave has dedicated itself to these past several decades has been the reestablishment of the human race upon the continental United States. God bless America. That doesn't sound as though it would take decades to achieve. Sure, let's try it. Oh, just establishing an outpost wouldn't take long. We've already done that at Navarro, but it has taken a long time to work out the proper method for the eradication procedure. Eradication procedure? Why, yes, we can't move back to the mainland only to risk contamination by all of the mutated near humans there. In order to make the United States safe for humanity, all of the mutants must first be exterminated. What are you going to say? So they want to kill all the humans, all of them, everywhere. What about all the monsters? I'm assuming they mean any living thing that is, quote, mutated, even though I don't buy that they aren't mutated. Anyway, what? Are you insane? That sounds... Yeah, how are you planning to do that? The FEV toxin, it's the perfect solution for this difficult problem. Isn't the FEV toxin the one that turns humans into super mutants, in theory? What's the FEV toxin? One of our patrols found the research data and several samples about the FEV virus in a former military research base that had been almost completely destroyed. Okay, now I know where you found it, but what does it do? The FEV was initially designed as a virus that was supposed to turn humans into super soldiers. That experiment seems to have been an utter failure, although I did try a modification of the virus on one of our secret service agents with some success. Is that the big guy in power armor? Like he's a super mutant in power armor? Is that kind of what's happening? Anyway, great for you, but how does that have anything to do with eradicating everyone? Oh yes, well, I was getting to that. The FEV virus bond is species specific. It will only bond with human glycoprotein. It only took a few years to tweak the FEV virus to make it more lethal. Oh, then it already was. The result was just what the doctor ordered, perfect in every way. Perfect? How so? Isn't it obvious, my mutated friend, that FEV is, thanks to me, a lethal toxin, and thanks to some mysterious genius named, rather dramatically, the Master, it only works on humans, mutated or not. So, that means that we have the perfect disposal device for all of the near-human mutants infecting the globe. I still don't understand how that's perfect. Yeah, Yeah, how is that perfect? The FEV toxin will only attack humans, leaving everything else alive. Better still, within a month, all the mutants will be dead, and the FEV toxin will die out as soon as it runs out of hosts. There can't be enough vertebrates here to spray the toxin all over the globe. I'm going to make you a host to some high-energy projectiles. Say your prayers. No, before we kill him, let's get as much information out of him as we can. And I don't know if we should. We'll probably be overheard. Just saying. You're right, there aren't, but we don't need them. We have a release system that will spray the FEV toxins straight from the vats to the outside atmosphere. The jet stream will take care of the rest. Global saturation within 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yes, 2 weeks for the virus to spread, another month or so for it to run its course, and then the United States will be ready for recolonization by real humans. Our species will have been saved. You really think you're doing the right thing, don't you? Aren't you the great humanitarian? I've got to get out of here before I have to kill you. Goodbye. Your species may make it, but you're not going to. First one? Yes, I do. There's no price too high to pay for the survival of one species. I agree with you on that. Has it occurred to you that the mutants, as you call them, are just another type of human? Let's try it. I had never stopped to think about it that way. Please give me a minute while I think this over very carefully. That's okay. Take your time, Doctor. It's a big concept to swallow. Is it? I hate to admit this, but you may be right. What we've been planning all along just isn't right. Really? I am that convincing. I was so blinded by trying to overcome the obstacles that I didn't think about the morality of my quest. I mean, well, now that you've thought about it, you should destroy the toxin. That might... No, that won't work. Why not? Because they just start over. Even with me dead, there's enough data between here and Navarro to assure that they could replicate my work. Only something more drastic will be enough. What do you mean, more drastic? The Enclave must be destroyed. Completely destroyed. If we're not, then we'll just pick up the pieces and start over again somewhere else. I'm sorry to hear that, Doctor. How do you suggest that the Enclave be destroyed? I think the best way is to just release the FEV toxin into the air filtration system. Since the Enclave is a sealed system, that should take care of everyone. What about my people or me, or you for that matter? I can release the antidote into the air system for all the cells. The detention level is served by a separate air system from the rest of the Enclave. Everyone will think that I'm just running another test. You, I can inoculate directly here and now. He reaches for you with a syringe. Ouch! Thanks, Doc. What happens when the FEV toxin is released? It's not pretty. You should leave as soon as possible. But I'd rather have the weight of 1,000 on my conscience than several 100,000. Our time is through here. We had our chance. How can I free my people from the detention area? You should probably shut down the power. I know that the reactor is controlled by a large computer near the reactor bay, but I don't know exactly what you'd need to do to shut the reactor down. Thanks for the information you've given me. Your sacrifice will be remembered by all the peoples on the earth. About time for you to come to... I mean, it is kind of about time he came to his senses. So when the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? What? Oh, just something I remembered from a long-dead poet. I was wondering if there's still a place for those who've worked towards such a dark end for so long. Our time is over. Yours has just begun. Get going. I gained 5,000 experience points. Okay, thanks for all your help, Doctor. You're a brave... He is kind of brave. I mean, he's kind of kooky, but brave. Warning, toxins released into air ducts. Hang on. I wonder if I... Oh. Okay, I hope I don't have a limited time to go do stuff before people start dropping dead. Dean's electronics. I feel like I don't need any more of those either. Hopefully I didn't mess all this up, but let's just keep moving forward and see how all this goes. Okay, so let's come back down here into this room and try to do... Trying to think of the best way to get into all these places. Go into the storage area here. Anything in the box? How about this box? Nope. Okay, let's go to this door. Who's this? A citizen of the Enclave. My lungs are on fire. Are they? What could possibly be wrong? President's office door. Well, I don't want to go talk to the president yet. I want to do him last. What you want, honey? Okay. Well, let's go back down this way. And let's actually go down here. And let's try this room. No one's dropping dead just yet, so I feel like I'm doing okay time-wise. I feel like of course I did it out of order. I mean, like, why wouldn't I? Who's this guy? Are your lungs on fire too? He doesn't feel so good. Oh no. Okay, what's in... You come into this room? What's this? The war table room. Okay. What is that? A monitor. Okay. Fast as fast. I missed it. You better get yourself to cover. But why? They love their work. Every inspection's a parade. Oh, I can't do anything with the desk? No, not the needles. Anything but the needles. Okay, before we go in here and start talking to people, let's talk to these people. Person in power armor. A situation map. I wonder what all the red dots are for. Is that like Enclave bases, maybe? The council room table. Okay. All right, let's save here. And then let's go talk to this, I'm sure, fine, upstanding fellow who's talking about his ice cream. Hello? Hello, Trooper. What are you doing in the Vice President's office? The what? I'm Vice President Danglebird. Damn glad to meet you. You're just another part of the whole problem here. You're a nutcase? First one? I'm not part of the problem. I'm a Republican. Like I said, part of the problem? Whoa. That's not true. Republicans understand the importance of bondage between a mother and a child. That's the key to the solution of all our problems. We need a return to family values. What you and the Enclave are up to has nothing to do with family values. I stand by all the misstatements that I've made. Don't you understand you'll create another Holocaust if you continue? The Holocaust was an obscene period in our nation's history. I mean, in this century's history. But we all lived in this century. I didn't live in this century. What? Someone's got to put you out of your misery, say your prayer. Yeah, you're kind of loony, Vice President Bird. What a waste it is to lose one's mind, or not to have a mind, is being very wasteful. How true that is. I'd say it's usually a waste, but in your case, I'm willing to make an exception. Yeah, what the hell did you just say? Tell me, how do you spell subtle? With a B or without? With? Of course you do, of course. Any loyal citizen of these great United States would do the same. Why is that? We have to work together, because if we don't succeed, we run the risk of failure. Maybe failure wouldn't be such a bad thing? I mean that we don't want to go back to tomorrow. We want to go forward. Isn't that the only way to go? Yes, I like that direction. I have made good judgments in the past. I have made good judgments in the future. So by all means, let's go in that direction. Yes? I believe we are on an irreversible trend towards more freedom and democracy, but that could change. The polluted environment of the wastes could use a little freedom for a change. This conversation has gotten real wacky. Don't be silly. It isn't pollution that's harming the environment. It's the impurities in our air and water that are doing it. Yeah, you wouldn't be so flippant about it if you were on the mainland. Well, that's just the thing. The Enclave is a man-made island surrounded by water. You think you're immune to what happens here? You're stuck on the same planet with the rest of us. Did you forget to add something to that statement, like a point? I don't think he's going to get our sarcasm. First one, maybe. Ah, I see. Well, as you know, I've long thought that it's time for the human race to enter the solar system. Aren't we already in the, to go where? Yeah, how do we do that? For NASA, space is still a high priority. I see. And where would we be going then? I think that maybe Mars would be nice because Mars is essentially in the same orbit. Mars is somewhat the same distance from the sun, which is very important. We have seen pictures where there are canals, we believe, and water. If there is water, that means there's oxygen. If oxygen, that means we can breathe. I didn't expect such a complete answer. Of course you do. Of course. Any loyal citizen of the great United States would do the same. What? Why is that? We have to work together because if we don't succeed, we run the risk of the failure. What? You've just got to be killed. Yeah, I really need to be going. I think. Carry on, trooper. The future will be better tomorrow. Bye. You are strangely disturbed. Am I losing health because of toxins? No, I'm not. My hit points just went up. I did wonder, before we go any further and talk to the president, because I feel like that's going to be a thing. I'm going to... You see no way in which to open the door. Sturdy blast doors, they seem to meld into the floor and ceiling. Oh. Did somebody just die? Oh, scientists are dying. Oops. My bad. My bad. I should not be laughing at these things, I know. All right, let's head in and talk to the president. What is that? Oh, podium? Where you give speeches to, I don't know. Everybody just keeps dying in the background. Okay, hello, Mr. President. How are you?
Well, hello there. Glad to make time for one of our gallant troopers, but I am rather busy, so, what can the President of the United States of America do for you?
He speaks. President, who are you anyway? I'm just checking the area. Sir, security check. Yeah, everything's fine here. Goodbye. No, first one, obviously.
I am the President of the United States of America. The Vice President is in the office outside. If you belonged here, you'd know that. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
Nothing. I'm glad I saved before I came in here. You're the president of what United States? You're a loony. What a coincidence. I'm emperor of the planet Quetzal, here for the surrender of Earth. Verse what?
I am the elected representative of the people. The United States does still exist. God bless us, everyone. We've just had to adapt in order to survive after the war.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
You really don't know, do you? Let me tell you about mankind's salvation. A little history first.
Okay. Go on, Mr. President. Please tell me all about the history.
There was a great war, long before we were born. Our gallant soldiers fought from the Yukon to the Yangtze.
Yeah, I know about that part. Go on.
We were winning, too. And then those damn Reds launched. We barely got our birds up.
Doesn't seem as though it helped us much.
Well, no, it didn't. But at least it knocked the damn Red Menace back into the Stone Age.
And us with it.
Well, no, not quite. You see, we had planned ahead. We were ready.
Well, what do you mean?
We had a number of sanctuaries that would enable the glorious American civilization to endure. This facility, the vaults, were part of the great plan.
Those damn vaults didn't work the way they were supposed to. A lot of people in them died.
Actually, they worked almost exactly the way they were supposed to. You might call it a social experiment on a grand scale.
An experiment?
The vaults were set up to test humanity. Some had not enough food synthesizers. Others had only men in them. Yet others were designed to open after only 6 months. They each had a unique set of circumstances designed to test the occupants.
What about Vault 13? What was its purpose?
Vault 13 was a special case. It was supposed to remain closed until the subjects were needed. Vault 13 was, in scientific parlance, a control group.
Lovely. Vault-Tec, right? But they would have all died if my ancestor didn't get them a replacement water chip. Well, I mean, technically, Jane. You travel back in time. That doesn't seem to fit in with your plan.
An unfortunate and unforeseen accident. However, as it turns out, a rather fortuitous one.
What do you mean?
As it turns out, we needed test subjects from untainted pre-war human stock, your ancestors in Vault 13, and some freshly mutated stock, the villagers from Arroyo.
Why?
For the project. It's almost ready. Humanity's salvation is almost at hand, and the United States of America will be the progenitor of that rebirth.
Rebirth? What do you mean?
The only way for true humans and democracy to be safe is to cleanse the mutants from the globe. We humans will take back that which is rightfully ours.
Okay, I'm a true human too. Cleanse the mutants. That sounds a bit drastic. How are you going to do that? I want to do both of these. Let's try I'm human too.
I'm sure you think so. But tests performed on your tribesmen have all shown that you are guilty of mutation, and it's a damn good thing the project is ready.
We're guilty. Like we committed a crime by being mutated outside of our control. Okay, why is that?
Some of the members of your tribe are showing some extremely interesting changes. If the danger to true humanity weren't so great, I would think about studying them, but that's not to be.
Not to be. Why not?
The project will cleanse all the mutants from our fair land and the rest of the globe. Once again, America will be the world's policeman.
Cleanse the mutants. That sounds a bit drastic. How are you going to do that?
We found a research facility in operational shape about 70 years ago, a former military base that had been used to research a special virus.
Oh, a virus? Is that the FEV virus?
Yes, the FEV virus. It was originally developed to turn soldiers into super warriors, but it failed. The warriors were tough and strong, but far too stupid. However, our brilliant chemical corps altered it.
They're too dumb. Altered the virus? Why?
To turn it into a staggeringly effective killer. Any humanoid that isn't inoculated against its effects before its release will die. That is the project.
Any humanoid that isn't inoculated against its effects. Yeah, that's kind of insane. And by kind of, I mean completely.
No, that's humanity's last best hope. That's what we've been working towards all these years.
Great. So you have all this poison and no way to spread it around.
Oh, but that's one of the advantages of the FEV virus. We can release it right here, and the jet stream will carry it worldwide. It'll have plenty of time to cleanse every nook and cranny of the globe.
Okay, then why did you have to kidnap my villagers and the people from Vault 13?
Test subjects? Your villagers are all descended from Vault stock, and we had to make sure that the FEV toxin was still effective. The subjects from Vault 13 test that, and an inoculation against the FEV.
You're not testing the inoculation on my people?
It's hardly necessary. I'm sure we could, and it would work, but there's no reason to do so.
Did it ever occur to you that what you're doing, I don't know, is maybe wrong?
Never. Part of the president's job is to make the tough decisions. A lot of near-humans will sacrifice their lives for the return of humanity. Humans will prevail.
Okay, there's no way in hell that I can let you do this. Just because everyone out there doesn't have an exact copy of your DNA, that doesn't give you a license to exterminate them. Yeah, we could try to reason with them, but I feel like That's not going to work.
Oh, I don't relish this decision. If there was another way, but there isn't. No price is too high for the survival of the human race. If you were human, you'd feel the same way.
No, I wouldn't, actually. You really believe that, don't you?
Yes, I do. Even killing me won't help you. There's nothing you can do to stop the release.
Maybe I'll just figure out a way to give you a taste of your own medicine. Maybe. We'll just see about that. I've got things to do. Goodbye, President Richardson. I disagree, Mr. President. I think killing you will help. I'll feel a lot better. Let's try the first one.
You could try, I suppose, but soon the staff of the Enclave and Navarro will be inoculated.
Oh, they aren't already?
We just have to distribute the supplies. A matter of hours. Besides, the Enclave is a sealed unit. No air or contaminants get in or get out.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see about that. But anyway, I'm going to have an awkward pause/cut here. And then on Wednesday, we will finish our conversation with the president, maybe save our tribe and the other Vault 13 people and escape from the Enclave and maybe finish the game. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot to do in one day, but it could entirely be possible. You never know. It could happen. But anyways, as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Wednesday with another new Fallout 2 video.